There's some of the most recognizable spots on planet Earth: the Taj Mahal, the Great Pyramids, the Grand Canyon, and Niagara Falls. And now we're getting a whole new look at the natural and man-made world wonders. Life Books is out with this brand new collection called Wonders of the World. And with us now is Robert Sullivan, Editorial Director of Life Books. Good morning.
It's nice to be with you.
This practice of choosing the wonders of the world, it dates back to the 5th century. Why did you decide to collect them in this beautiful book?
Yeah, well, as you say, it goes back to antiquity. It's been a game people have played forever, since Herodotus, when he wrote his history and named the first 7 wonders of the world. Why he came up with 7, that's a question of numerology that we go into in the introduction. But these were places that you were supposed to see, supposed to go to in your lifetime. And it's a game that we've played ever since. There have been lists from the Middle Ages, there have been modern lists, there are natural wonders lists. There's a new 7 wonders collection. There's a new 7 wonders organization now in Switzerland that's professing to name the ones that you have to go to now. So we looked at all these lists and we played around with a lot of them, and then at the end of the book we come up with our own with these 7 removable prints that are the life 7 wonders, and we thought that people would like to take those out and hang them on their wall.
And they're so pretty because then also behind it you still have the original picture, so the book stays intact and then you have this on the wall.
It stays on the page.
Let's take a look at one of the 7 undisputed ancient wonders of the world, the pyramids.
Undisputed and reigning champion. I mean, it's the only one of the original 7 wonders that still exists. We had the Colossus at Rhodes, we had the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. All these things are gone. Some of them are even thought to be mythological, although they were not. We tell the stories in there, and we show photographs from the sites of where they were. But of course, the Great Pyramid of Khufu is still with us, and this was a photo taken just after World War II by a great life photographer, Sullivan, who was one of our great war photographers. And these guys, a lot of the prints that we chose, interestingly enough, were from these great life war photographers who were really enjoying these assignments a lot more now that World War II was over, and they were getting to travel the world and just take recreational photographs, if you will.
And they got to go so many places. I saw in this book about Christ the Redeemer in my mom's home city of Rio. There was also the Taj Mahal, which these are actually categorized in your book as the new wonders.
Yeah, well, they are. I mean, they were built in a much more modern day than, you know, the antiquated wonders. This was a temple built for love, and this was a shot taken by Larry Burroughs, another famous war photographer who gained his fame in the Vietnam War. And during breaks from the action, he would go around Asia and sort of ease himself by taking these beautiful pictures over there. Larry, quite tragically and famously in the histories of photojournalism, was shot down in a helicopter over Laos during the war. But he was one of the great life photographers, and that's what we wanted to do with these 7 prints, was make sure they were sort of from our all-star team.
What about the nature's wonders? That's an entirely different category.
Right.
The Grand Canyon and some of these other beautiful spots all around the world.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing that started Herodotus thinking about the 7 wonders of the world was how beautiful nature was, and he wanted to see what man had created that might equal it. You really can't. And when you see something like the Grand Canyon in this shot by Frank Churchill, another wonderful life photographer, you know, the overarching power of what nature's created just comes to the fore. And so it's an interesting interplay as you go through the book, man versus nature. You know, I mean, you're just in awe constantly of what creation has given us and what man has built.
Incredible. I mean, even Stonehenge, the Vatican, all of these runners-up and things that we don't even have the time to touch on all of them, but they're absolutely beautiful.
Stonehenge probably would have been on the ancient wonders list, but of course, where Herodotus was, they didn't know it existed. They had no idea of what was going on in the English plain because it wasn't part of their world.
Very interesting. Robert Sullivan, thank you so much for being with us. And Wonders of the World is available now.